The first thing that we're going to talk about is what's going on in Wisconsin. All right. There was a Tren De Aragua member, if I'm not mistaken, detained in Wisconsin. All right. So as we see, Tren De Aragua is expanding quite rapidly throughout the United States. The Tren De Aragua issue and the crimes associated with them are a pure result of the migrant crisis. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. These are directly related to the mismanagement of the border by the Biden-Harris administration. All right. GOP Representative Derek Van Orden says his Wisconsin hometown is terrified after Venezuelan gang members' violent crime scourge. All right. A suspected member of the Venezuelan gang Tren De Aragua was arrested for allegedly brutalizing a woman and her daughter in a tiny Wisconsin town. And hometown GOP Representative Derek Van Orden said it was only a matter of time before tragedy struck thanks to the Biden-Harris administration's quote-unquote open border policies. Okay. Alejandro Jose Corno Zarate, who was 26, cuffed late last week, is accused of sexually and physically assaulting a woman under particularly brutal circumstances, holding the woman and her daughter against their will, and over the course of a period of time, sexually and physically assaulting them both. Prairie du Chien Police Chief Kyle Taynor said in a Monday press conference. All right, so that's really bad. You know what I'm saying? That's really bad. Alejandro Coronel Zarate, who is 26, cuffed last week, is accused of sexually and physically assaulting this woman under particularly brutal circumstances. These circumstances were so brutal, they didn't even give us a description. You know what I'm saying? The latest incident also resulted in the injury of the victim's minor child, police said. So he hurt the kid as well. All right. After initially saying Zarate was suspected of having an affiliation with Tren De Aragua, the violent gang that's been wreaking havoc across the nation, police said Monday they are more confident now about Zarate's ties to the transnational gang based on their investigations. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Seeing that there's an issue with the influx of these Tren De Aragua members, do you guys think that when it comes to Venezuelan migrants, they should maybe possibly use a little bit more stringent vetting criteria? If you guys think that that wouldn't really be that bad of an idea, give me a thumbs up. If you guys think that that is a bad idea, then give me a thumbs down. Van Orden, who flipped the 3rd congressional district with his 2022 win, said his hometown of 5,500 people has been rocked by the news, but he registered little surprise. It's shocking, but not surprising, the former Navy SEAL told the Post Monday. All of my neighbors, the people in my hometown, immediately called us. Van Orden said that Coronel Zarate's arrest was a major issue at a campaign event he held an hour north of La Crosse over the weekend, since communities have been left terrified by these crimes. All right. And, you know, just on this channel, we can talk about multiple communities that have been ravaged by Tren De Aragua crime. It's almost commonplace in talking about the migrant crisis anymore. To me, it's shocking and nearly unforgivable what this administration is doing, he told the Post. And, you know, what's interesting about it is that, you know, the administration that he's referring to, they don't even mention any of this. They don't even discuss it. The mainstream media that supports them doesn't discuss it. There's not much talk about this. You know, they've opened up our border and we have millions of illegal aliens able to enter the country. Obviously, many of them are readily identifiable as criminal illegal aliens, and they are kidnapping, raping, and murdering our children. They are terrorizing our communities around the country, and the Biden administration is blowing it off. I would say that that's about an accurate estimate, or about an accurate assessment of what's going on. Shout out to Jesse. What's good with it, bro? What has the Biden administration actually done to deal with any of this? What have they done? What actions have they done besides the quote unquote border bill that they always talk about? A criminal with a readily identifiable gang tattoo allowed to enter the country under Border Czar Harris, the congressman added incredulously. Tren De Aragua has been seeping into sanctuary city suburbs and quietly destroying communities. Just this week, the Post reported that the brutal migrant gang took over an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado, forcing the landlord to sell the now trashed tenement. Now charged with a host of gruesome crimes, including sexual assault, battery, strangulation, suffocation, false imprisonment, child abuse, disorderly conduct, Cornel Zarate has been behind bars before. All right, now check this part out right here. He had been detained November 5th in Minneapolis for receiving stolen property. A warrant for the 26-year-old's arrest on charges of strangulation and suffocation, false imprisonment, battery, disorderly conduct was issued on December 1st in Dane County, Wisconsin. There is no record of any arrest, and Cornel Zarate was on the streets in time to travel from Madison to the Mississippi River Valley town where these heinous acts took place. All right, so I mean, they really didn't do much to try to get this individual. You know what I'm saying? Prairie du Chien police confirmed Zarate entered the United States in September of 2023 at or near the El Paso, Texas point of entry. Van Orden took aim at the Biden administration for mishandling the border, which he says allowed a gang member into the community. In a press conference with Chief Taynor and Sheriff Dale McCulloch of Crawford County, where the migrant is behind bars. And he says, I don't care what your political affiliation is. This is not a Democrat issue. It's not an independent or libertarian issue. This is a human rights issue, he said. American citizens' human rights are being violated. They're being kidnapped, raped, and deleted by criminal illegal aliens, and it's just got to stop. Now, let me ask you guys this. How many people agree with this statement? Is this an accurate statement, or is this a little bit extreme? If this is accurate, give me a thumbs up. If this is not accurate, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to Carla. What's good with it, Carla? All right. So now here it says Van Orden is defending his seat against Democratic challenger Rebecca Cook on Wisconsin's western border this November. Cook political report states the R4 seat, a lean Republican race. Marquette Law School poll conducted in June found immigration is the second top issue for voters choosing candidates in November, after the economy and before abortion. All right. So now, based on this, right, because we know what the favorability polling says, right? I want to ask you guys this question. What does the favorability polling say? And shout out to everybody that's watching. I appreciate you guys. If you all haven't smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, please take a moment and hit that bell. And if you haven't shared the stream, take a moment and share the stream to your social media. What does the favorability polling say when it comes to these issues? When it comes to the issue of immigration, who is the favored candidate? When it comes to the issue of the economy, who is the favored candidate? And when it comes to the issue of abortion, who is the favored candidate? Why am I asking that? I'm asking that because mathematically, right, that's three choices. Out of the three, right, whoever gets the majority of the confidence and the majority of those issues, theoretically, it would seem that that person would be the person that would be most likely to get the votes. So let me know what you guys think. All right. There have been about 11 million Customs and Border Encounter and Harris administration took office. All right. So yeah, that's kind of bad. So now another place where members is Wisconsin.